Hello people, Dexter here. In today's new video I'm gonna show you my new PvP PvE build featuring the SMG, the outer space, combined with a sniper, the bingo. So I'm gonna explain you everything through this video with the mods, the gear you should use, why I removed the Abyss Glance for this, because it's mainly focused on PvP, as I said before, and you can use it as well for the PvE, just with few changes. So I'm gonna show you everything. So basically, what does the MP7? So you need to know it's mainly focused on the status damage first. So it's gonna be the power surge, so it's the electric stuff. So the MP7, what it does is 25% chance to trigger power surge when hitting an enemy. After defeating an enemy, power surge chance plus 30% based on weapon trigger chance for 12 seconds. After reloading, the power surge chance plus 40% for 3 seconds, and power surge chance plus 40%. So basically, if I take my weapon in the end, I got already 40%, you know. So this is the basic, okay? But if I shoot and reload, basically the chances are gonna go high. So you don't need to, you know, just reload, okay? You're looking in your stats, and boom, 80%. So you don't need to have a empty magazine or whatever, you know. After every reloading, you get higher chance to trigger power surge. So more power surge you will trigger and more damage you will do, of course, you know, because it's based on the power surge. So basically for this, so I just remind you, this is calibrated to 10 just to get the good damage, and I'm just using the tungsten AP ammo because I have like pretty much do everything in the end game, so I can use all my starters, you know. So I just craft, but you can use the classic tungsten, it's okay. For the calibration, I use a lightweight style for the reload speed, the magazine capacity. I got a roll with elemental damage and crit rate. For what I tried, I think it's better to have 2 crit rate on this, and you should keep the lightweight style with the reload speed, because I have combined it with a mod. When I reload, I amplify my status damage for 12 seconds and it can stop to 3 stacks. So I don't want to have a lot of bullets in my magazine, so I want to be able to drop all my magazine and reload fast and continue buffing, you know, with that. So it's good for PvE definitely, and it's not too bad for PvP. So that's it for this weapon. So for the accessory, I'm using all legendary, as you can see. I don't think there is like better option. I think you need accuracy, stability for sure, because it's kicking a lot. And after, it's up to you guys. Like, I don't know if you I think with accuracy is pretty much bad, so I think you should focus a little bit on stability. And of course the legendary magazine is very important. This is the only accessory which is really important and matter, because with the mod we equipped, you lose 30% of your magazine, so we need a little bit of bullets. So in my magazine for the moment I have 37, which is great, and if I didn't have the yellow magazine legendary, I will have probably around like 27, 28. So if you missed bullet in PvP, it's really bad. So I think this is good like this way. And for the secondary, for the PvP, still I'm using the bingo sniper with so basically the bingo sniper is you have 70% chance to trigger the bullseye on a weak spot hit, and after switching to this weapon, the first hit will trigger bullseye, so grant weak spot damage plus 15% on hits. Effect can stack to 3 times, and after defeating an enemy with a weak spot, attack plus 15%. So, as I said, it's mainly focused on PvP build, and this one is good because, as you can know, the SMG is not great at very far distance. So it's a really good weapon like mid engagement or maybe short, but like in long range you need this sniper to shine a little bit, you know, just to put some bullets, because with the SMG, when you're starting to get a little bit far away, like still this is a good range, you know, of engagement. But after that, it's complicated. It's gonna kick a lot and drop, so you see, it's very hard to hit targets. So what you can do is just use your sniper, you know. And it's pretty good decent damage as well. So, and you apply vulnerability, so after your damage go higher again. So it's good. So this is why I'm using the sniper for the PvP, just for the long range distance. And as for the mod, if you want to shoot fast, you need the rapid shot style with bolt pull XP plus 40% and double weak spot damage for sure. And in the next week video, I will show you a new PvP build again, which I'm building right now. So with full weak spot damage, featuring this one. So I'm just cooking it, so you need to wait a little bit. So for the moment I'm using this, which is great weapon. And if you want to shoot fast, if you didn't see any video about that, you just need to right click, shoot, and zoom out, you know. So zoom in like this, you shoot and you zoom out. So this is when you do the zoom in, zoom out, and after, if you don't do, you can clearly see it shoot definitely faster, but you need the perk, you need the rapid shot style for sure. So for the gear, for the people who've seen my previous video about the Abyss Glance and the Frost Vortex, pretty much you don't have, this is why I switched to the MP7, because I didn't have to change a lot and use a lot of Starchrome to get a decent PvP build. So I just crafted the Mayfly goggles, of course, for the power surge, because in my opinion, this is the best. Power surge trigger count +1 and power surge damage minus 30%. This one is like, I'm not gonna talk about, but it's like very bad. It does nothing basically. So we don't want that as a unique effect. This one could be just okay, you know, if you have it, you can try it out, but I think it's not, it's definitely like you gain 35% crit rate, so you're gonna crit for sure, you know, with the weapon calibration with double crit. It could be great, you know, it's not bad at all, but you're gonna lose for sure the trigger count. So, and the trigger count is very important because you're gonna proc 2 times instead of 1. So, as for example, you see, there is 2 lines, you know, 2 lines again. You see, there is 2 at the same time. So that's why the Mayfly goggles are good. But if I just drop this, okay, only 1 time, you see? So this is why the goggles are great. But there is a bad thing on it, you know, there is the power surge damage minus 30%. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to build around that to win some, to earn some damage a little bit. So the Mayfly goggles, definitely you should use. You need to combine it with a shelter set, which I already had, so there is no big deal about that. And I took an agent top just for the head damage reduction. So basically, this is a good gear for the PVE. On this side, you could change the agent up for, I don't know, to be honest, you can use for the agent up maybe heavy duty to get HP for sure, which is not bad, and you could use like only maybe 3 pieces only on shelterer, you know, and replace the pants by another heavy duty for sure, or I don't know, you can use as well, let me see. Yeah, I think you can use that way, definitely. You can use 2 heavy duty for sure, just to get the HP bonus. And after, on 3 pieces, you know, you get 1 pieces as well for the HP, so you're basically good for the PvP. So that's it for the gear. Like, nothing changed since my previous video. I keep the shelterer. You absolutely need the Mayfly goggles, which you already have if you do the city and the how do you call that? The chest in the city, sorry. So if you did the chest in the city, you should have it for sure. You should have the blueprint. You don't need to go in the wish machine and buy it. If you do the city chest, you should find it easily. So it's inside, but I don't remember which city is it. As for the mod as well, I didn't have to change a lot since the power surge is the statue and elemental build. I already have it because I was playing the Abyss Glance. So basically I'm still using the Deviation Expert, which is great. You lose some range definitely, but you win some fire rate and some status damage. So to be clear, for the mods, you're looking for 2 very important stats. So as you can see, it's called Deviation Expert Talent. So you're looking for that. You're looking for the prefix talent because the first roll is gonna be element. Okay, so if you want to increase your damage on your weapon and your power surge damage, you need this element roll. Okay, it's very important. And after, what you're looking for as a second roll, which is very rare, it's the status damage. So the 2 combined is gonna increase your damage crazy. And after, if you play PVE as a third stat, I suggest you to try to get, because it's very hard, to be honest guys. It's like very rare rolls. So I am lucky with this one, to be honest, except for the damage against elite enemies and the head damage reduction. It's not great, but for the status and the element, it's insane on the same mod. So you're looking for these 2 stats in priority to upgrade your damage, and after, for the last stat, for the third, for PvE, you're looking for damage against normal enemies, which gonna increase your damage as well. Or if you want to play PvP, you're looking for a defensive stat. So it could be like head damage reduction. As for me, it could be like weapon damage reduction, because you think like 4% is nothing, you know, it's only blue, by the way. But you got 6 pieces. So admitting you have your 6 pieces, you just multiply this by 6 if you get blue rolls on everything. So at the end you can get like at least 30% of reduction on all your pieces. So we're starting to talk with that, you know. So that's why the defensive stats are great in PvP. Because you can, if you got all legendary, I don't know how much is it in legendary, should be like around maybe 6%. Yeah, I think it's 6%. So you get 36% reduction. So it could be the head, it could be the weapon damage. So 36 is huge. So we're starting to talk. As for the mask, I'm using the Thunderclap. It's not the best roll I got, but at least I got the element in legendary. So after triggering Power Swing 20 times, the next hit summons Celestial Thunder, shock damage of 200 Psi intensity. For the people who don't know what Psi intensity is, it's this one, okay? So on every gear, if you got calibration plus 6, you know, you got Psi intensity over there on the right stats. And So I don't have my weapon in hand, but basically I'm winning 200% of 860. So if you want to increase this, you need just to calibrate your gear on +6 at least, and your weapon as well is gonna increase a little bit the psi intensity. So for the mask, yeah, Thunderclap, it's not bad, to be honest. It's not. I think it's definitely good. You know, after this one first electrocution, I don't like it. So this is why I prefer to use Thunderclap, because you get additional damage. So and sometimes triggering power surge. So for example, if I shoot a guy, you know, I shoot a guy, I kill him, and after admitting we are like at 18 or 19 times proccing power surge, the 20 time will be the celestial thunder. So if I starting to shoot one guy, it's gonna take like 9,000 or 10,000 damage instantly. So I can one shot him. So sometimes it's the lucky perk, you know. Sometimes you're gonna one shot someone randomly. I don't know if we can see the thunder. Yes, you see 9,000 for the thunder. So you can basically almost one-shot someone, because all the meta-humans are around, I think we can get to 14,000 HP, so you're putting him 9,000, so just a few bullets and he's dead. So that's why it's not too bad to use that. As for the top, I'm using a Flame Resonance. It's good for PVE, definitely. You can use Legendary to get definitely the damage reduction, so a little bit more defensive, you know. So you can use pretty much everything, so it's up to you guys, but for the moment I'm using this for the damage. As for the pants, I didn't change. I'm still using status amplification talents. So I got good words on it. So when the magazine is empty, status damage plus 10% for 12 seconds. You can at least stack 2 times, so at least you're gonna have the buff for 20%. If you keep shooting in PvE, sometimes you're gonna proc the further stack, so you're gonna go for 30% of status damage. It's not gonna go long, but you're gonna have it, and for the moment you can have like the 20% permanently. So you just need to remember the magazine need to be empty when you reload to get the buff. Okay, so and it just will appear in you just under. So I'm reloading gear, no, inventory, and it's over here. So you see. For the shoes, for the gloves, sorry, the elemental overload. So I got good word on this one as well. I got the 2 element and status, which is purple and yellow, so it's a very, very good one. So for this one, you should focus on 2 mod only. So there is this one, which is element damage plus 18%, and you can use as well a status enhancement, but as you can see, my status is like not great after I got the reload speed. So you need to try it out, you know, because for the element and the status, so I got 12.4%. If I add yes, so I'm gonna go up to like 30.4, and if you made here, I will have like 23 plus 27 basically. So this one you just need to add the stats. So here I have 30% damage more, and with this one I have like only 27. So you just need to get good rolls on otherwise this one, or in every way this one. So it's up to you. The better you have, the best. I think, in my opinion, this one is better, but you need to get some good stats, you know, like status and element. But this one for me is better. And as for the boots, since there is no other mods in the game, I think for the boots, it's pretty simple. You just need to use this one. Like there is no other mod, you know. There is this one, but melee weapon and status damage plus 10%, so which is great. But when HP is above 90%, it's just impossible. In PVE or PvP, you never have plus above 90% HP. So, and this one you just need to taking no damage within 4 seconds. So like this is very easy for the condition, but this one is really hard. So just use that and don't bother you to farm any mod, just use this one. As for the weapon, I'm using the static shock because this one has good roll on it. I got the status, I got the element, I got the damage against normal enemies, so which is definitely good. You could use as well the surge amplifier for the PvP, which is really great. Dealing power surge damage, grants power surge plus 5% for 3 seconds. So basically this one is this one is the same, okay? Because you're gonna, in overway, you're gonna get the 20% damage. It's just this one, the power surge status duration is minus 50, so you got a malus on this one. As for this one, I think this one is better for PvP, but unfortunately I didn't find anything good on this one, so I'm still using that. And for the other one, Shock Rampage is just bad. We already have a weapon, as I show you in the beginning of the video, which is like around 80% of the power surge trigger chance. So you definitely, we don't need trigger chance, you know, except if you want to reach the 100%, but I think 80% is really enough. So if you want some damage, you just use surge amplifier or static shock. Both are good, definitely, but this one is better, surge amplifier. And for the sniper, I'm using the vulnerability amplifier. The bullseye adds vulnerability plus 8%. So this is definitely the best if you want to upgrade your damage a little bit. So yeah, you should use this one as well. I don't have any good rolls, but I could use this one definitely, but well, this one is great. As for the Deviant, I'm using for PvP the Mini Wonder, which can absorb the bullets and it refill your current weapons magazine if the people are shooting you. So this is, in my opinion, one of the best in PvP, since there is like no deviation to like upgrade your power surge damage. You know, for example, the polar jelly, we all know it's upgrade your damage as frost vortex. There is weapon damage for this one, for the wolf as well, it's increase your weapon damage, but there is no power surge. The Pyrodino is for the blaze damage, but there is no known for the power surge in PvP at least. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think there is anything to increase your power surge damage with a Deviant. So for the PvP I'm using this one, but you could use for example Mr. Wish to apply bullseye, but it's pretty bad. Or you could use definitely a fistering gel, you know. You could use this one, yeah. You can use this one for the HP in PvP. You could use definitely as well. Where is the other one? I think he's gone. I think he left my house, bro. Okay, I don't remember where is it, but you can use, yeah, defensive deviation or offensive. Basically, it doesn't matter, but in my opinion, in PvP, the Mini Wonder, even in PvE, sometimes it can help you to shine a little bit and tank a little bit, because it's gonna absorb everything, so it's great. As for the Cradle, you can use the automatic weapon for sure, for the SMGs, rifle, etc. I'm using the sniper. Since I'm using a sniper, I'm using Rapid for the cooldown medicine and increase the effect, so it's basically for PvP. You could use this one. I don't know where I'm gonna use it still, but you can definitely use this one, because after rolling you get damage reduction by 15%. So as we talked before with the mod, imagine you got the 6% weapon damage reduction on each mod and each pieces of armor. You can go up to 50% reduction for 4 seconds. So yeah, it's just insane and crazy. So yeah, you could go for that. Deviation must know. We use tactical combo, but you know, I can definitely just basically replace this for have a little bit more defensive. Status enhancement for sure after reaching a weak spot. I'm using the sprints because I hit very well, so I'm currently at 97 kilograms, so the sprint is always good for me, you know. But don't worry, I'm gonna craft a fat burning juice very soon. You need the first wound blast after reloading, instant damage, power surge, and you definitely need after triggering with power surge damage plus 25%. So, and that's pretty much it for the, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Cradle. So you can definitely just drop this and add this, you know. So it's just up to you. This one as well is great because you get the damage reduction, so maybe you can drop a little bit of your weapon damage, because which is important, as I said, it's the status damage, so and trigger power surge, so the weapon damage, boom, you can drop and add defensive stat. So it's up to you guys. So yeah, basically that's it for this build, guys. So what you need to remember is the key armor is definitely the Mayfly goggles. What you need to focus on your mod to have at least element and the status damage. And after, for the secondary weapon, I think this is a good one, because as I said, for the next week I'm preparing a new building stuff and theory crafting about the Desert Eagle with fire with the bullseye combined with the shoes, this one, which is really important. So for the moment I'm just waiting, the next week to get enough Starchrome to buy the boots and some pieces of armor, and after I'm gonna explain you everything. So basically, yeah, the power surge, this one is really great for the PVE and the PvP as well. Just in my opinion, if this is great for PvP, it's definitely better for me than the Abyss Glance, because the Abyss Glance is like terrible to do PvP content. It's you need to hit enemy 20 times to triggering Force Vortex, and 10 times if you hit some weak spot damage. But there is so many builds like this one with the power surge, which is insane, with the Doombringer as well, which is insane, and the Desert Eagle, which I'm preparing, as I said, for the next week. So I needed to switch a little bit for the PvP content, and I'm not disappointed. I'm just like destroying the people on the cargo. It's just really funny to see the health drop like crazy. So yeah, if you have any question, feel free to comment in the video. I will try to answer you as fast as I can, and thanks for watching, and see you next week, guys. Bye.